Hello everybody, today I'm going to be reading you QPootle 5 in Space. This book was given to me by my Aunt Heather, and so I'm going to be reading it for you today. QPootle 5 in Space. QPootle 5 is in a hurry, and so is his friend Oopsie. They were playing hide and seek, but they've been found by 3 hungry bladder monsters. The bladder monsters are having fun, but QPootle 5 and Oopsie don't like games like this, not ones where you can get eaten. The bladder monsters are huge, much bigger than QPootle 5 and Oopsie, but QPootle 5 has a friend who is even bigger than the bladder monsters. Dave is bigger than everyone. Some people call him Planet Dave. If only QPootle 5 and Oopsie can find Dave before the bladder monsters catch up with them. QPootle 5 and Oopsie land their spaceships. They wonder which way to go to find Dave. Suddenly, a big rumbly voice says, "Hello, QPootle 5. Hello, Oopsie. How nice of you to visit." What luck! QPootle 5 and Oopsie have accidentally landed on Dave. They tell Dave about the bladder monsters, and they hide behind Dave's nose. The bladder monsters can't see them. They fly off to search somewhere else. Dave is very pleased to see his visitors. "I simply don't have enough company," he tells them. He wishes he could be like the really big planets. "It must be so nice to have moons, to have someone to talk to and to dance with." "Yes," says QPootle 5, "it must." QPootle 5 feels he should be going. He tells Dave he has never been good at dancing, but he'll come back quite soon. Oopsie says that she is quite good at dancing, but that she has to go too. QPootle 5 and Oopsie take off and zoom away. From here, Dave looks quite small. He is almost lost amongst the millions and billions and trillions of stars. QPootle 5 and Oopsie decide to stop for lunch. They land on an asteroid. It's nice and peaceful without bladder monsters. Oh dear. And they look really scary. And Dave is a long way away. "Bother boodle," says QPootle 5. But Oopsie has a plan. "You bladder monsters don't scare me," she says, and she nudges QPootle 5. "No," says QPootle 5, "you don't scare her." The bladder monsters are confused. "You'd have to be much bigger to scare me," says Oopsie. Then she says, "Actually, I know how you can be much bigger." The bladder monsters are excited. Tell us, they say. "Please tell us." "Oh, all right," says Oopsie. QPootle 5 wonders if this is really a good idea. Oopsie whispers to the bladder monsters. Then she uses one of QPootle 5's lateral stabilizing jets to pump up the monsters to an enormous size. "You'll have to hold your breath," she tells them. One of the bladder monsters can't. He suddenly breathes out and flies all over the place, making a rude noise like a balloon. Whoosh! "I'd better tie knots for you," says QPootle 5. "Then you'll stay pumped up." Soon, the bladder monsters are all pumped up and tied up. QPootle 5 has them on strings so they won't blow away. "What shall we do with them?" Oopsie asks. QPootle 5 knows exactly what to do with them. Dave is very pleased with his bladder monster balloons. They are not quite as good as having moons, but they are much better than having nothing. Dave wonders if he could teach them to dance. QPootle 5 and Oopsie say goodbye to Dave and wave to the bladder monsters. Dave knows the monsters won't stay pumped up for very long, but as long as they last until Saturday, he'll be happy. Dave is thinking of having a party. As they zoom off into space, Oopsie radios to QPootle 5. "I could teach you to dance," she says. "Sorry," says QPootle 5. "I can't hear you very well. I don't think my radio is working properly." The end.